that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. And you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred. From where you came isn't who you are.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set! Here we go. Black 40.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Ready?
First play, and Young is going to throw it. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cut.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Young now. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ready.
Young will set to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ready.
Young now from the 50. This one goes underneath to Walker. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Fant on the short completion. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Gun.
Burrow will throw. That was short one to Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
Here we go.
And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
2nd and 10.
We got to keep scoring.
No gain on the play.
11
Here's Burrow.
On the Seahawks 20-yard
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Let's get set.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a gain of 4, and it gives him the first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Clock, 10. Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Hut.
Now Young. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Hut. Yellow, 22. Fight, risky. Red, cycle. Ready?
Throwing, Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big 13. Big 13.
Now it's Burrow. And a fine chase on the right side complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Gun.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 3.
Here we go.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll say it's incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Ready, check.
Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Good completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Young. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They will zoom past that number there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of the legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Down. Snap. Red. 45.
Young to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
Set. Hut, hut.
Young off the play fake. Will try and do this himself. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Ready, 60.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
I'm wondering.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to... A 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go. 11 MT, take 180.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3rd and 4.
At his own 7-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Gun. Stop.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. 180. Stop.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Eleven. Here we go. 180. Stop.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Gun.
To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11. Here we go. Right 80.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
12. Right 80.
They're going to go to the tight end here on the run play. And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd down and 6.
Here we cut.
Now here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seattle.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 45. One. Ready.
And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to have a first down here. So not huge yardage on the reverse, but enough to get a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 10.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Yellow. 22. Ready.
On play action, Young. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To the right side, this is Walker. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Young to throw it. Find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Now Young going to move him around. Walker now on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready, set.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Hand off now to Robinson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Able to find Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Gets around him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
180. 11, Mike. 11. Stop.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
11.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this down to the 26. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Here we go. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one caught by all, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
180.
Now it's Burrow. Sets up the screen to Robinson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The carry here for the big tight end. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll give this up the middle of the ball. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
32.
Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 50, green. Ready?
Here's Young. This will be caught. Oh, my, what a play call there. The double pass works. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Young to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Seahawks 6.
35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there, but guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
40-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one